All right, I think we're good here. Let me start the audio. We're good on the audio.
Oh, hello, audio.
My goodness. Now are we good on the YouTubes? Where's Safari? There it is. Okay. Let's get this all set up. We're almost there. Almost ready. Hi, welcome to Take This Rose. I'm Tommy.
And I'm Jenny.
We're back after a little week vacation.
Did you miss us?
Mercifully.
We didn't miss you.
No, not at all. Guys, it was nice having a week. I was a little bummed that we had to come back and talk about Becca's season.
Yeah.
But mercifully, it's over.
It's over!
Yeah.
And guess who she picked, guys? In a totally surprising move.
Chris Harrison.
She picked Chris Harrison, yeah. They're running away together.
Yeah. It's like Runaway Bride. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, you know Runaway Bride, that Julia Roberts herself was a runaway bride.
No. Who did she run away from?
I learned this on another podcast. Kiefer Sutherland.
Really?
Ran away with his good friend to Ireland 2 days before their wedding. Julia, come on.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
She is not married to him anymore.
No, they were never married.
Oh.
Yeah.
They just ran away together.
Love by you. I'm pissed. We all are. I'm pissed that I...
About what? There's a delay.
Yeah, I had to be... I'm pissed that this season happened. You want to talk about a total clunker. Mm-hmm. Good Lord. Mm-hmm. I mean, Jesus. This is just awful. I mean, ooh, thank you. Thank you for the shirt compliment. I really appreciate that. It was... let's not reveal the chest hair. It's J. Crew.
You have chest hair. You're a person.
Yeah.
It's from J. Crew.
It was... Stop it. It's just one of the worst experiences. It's a real low point in this podcast history, the fact that we had to devote time to this season. So let's quickly try and get through this.
Tommy, I feel like the golden days of this franchise are behind us. I feel like when I jumped into this, it went downhill. I think I'm the problem.
Yes. I think that's exactly what the problem is you.
Yeah, guys, it's me. I'm so sorry.
I will say, I think that we are past the golden age of the show. Instagram is before, like, people go on the show now with a motive.
Yes.
And it used to be you went on the show because you were insane. So yeah,
and
it's
bored.
not... And bored, yeah. And white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really white.
Yeah. So yeah, the golden age of the show is on the decline, but someone has to cover it, and the ratings are still good.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially for The Bachelor.
Right. It's like Folgers coffee, right?
Like everybody watches it.
Right. Yeah. The quality keeps diminishing it, but it's still super popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Jeff drank Folgers for a long time.
Ugh.
We have since, well, it's because he didn't really care.
Yeah.
He just needed his morning caffeine.
Yeah.
But now I get fresh ground coffee
Guys,
at Trader Joe's.
I have to be awake in 6 hours, so this might be a little zippy, okay?
It's not that many hours.
Let's get through our plugs. We have an Instagram, Take This Rose Podcast, at Take This Rose Podcast. We have a Twitter.
I Take This Rose. You had some really good tweets tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm very mean. I'm a high volume shooter, so I put out a lot of mean tweets, and it's eventually some of those resonate with people. A lot of them question Garrett's intelligence because he's stupid.
He's dumb.
He's dumb. He's a real dumb guy. Dumb looking guy too.
Yeah, he's just always got that stupid grin on his face. Just makes me want to punch him.
That's his go-to look, is squinting. So happy. So happy.
Guys, that's a good impression.
And I know that this is... Right now we're recording during the... after the final rose. And I know that people want to see what Garrett has to say about all the Instagram stuff. But I don't care.
I don't care what he has to say about it.
This is what he's going to say is, I'm learning Becca's helping me grow as a person, and I didn't mean it. I just liked it. I don't know. Whatever. He can go to hell.
I hope he's learning.
Yeah, you better be.
But it's more like you just got caught.
We also
because I bet you he didn't know that like people could look up things that he liked.
Right. Yeah.
Because it wasn't anything that he posted himself. No, he knew that he shouldn't do it himself.
Yeah. But he doesn't come across as technologically savvy. No.
Yeah. Maybe he did post stuff. Maybe he just cleaned that shit up before he went on the show.
Maybe. And then we have a mailbag. TakeThisRoastPodcast@gmail.com. Let's quickly just go over the Men Tell All. I didn't really watch any of it. I guess Colton did not have a good performance.
I heard that.
Yeah, he cried a lot. Also, turns out buddy. Leo... Guess what? Leo likes to send unsolicited dick pics.
Who's Leo?
He's got the long hair.
Oh, aw.
I don't know. Yeah, he's not a good guy.
Bummer. Not surprised.
Yeah. If there is one guy that you had to guess sends unsolicited dick pics just from their headshots, and it'd be hard to narrow it down to one.
Yes.
But I would have said him.
I'm not surprised. So I've said this before. I'll say it again. The only person that I will be surprised to find out is a sexual predator is Barack Obama. That'll be my only surprise.
That surprising though. He's got the perfect cover.
Because he's Barack Obama.
Yeah, he's just cultivating an image.
Guys, I'm Barack.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Folks. He always says folks, yeah.
He does say folks a lot.
When he was like, we tortured some folks, talking about the waterboarding, it's like, you didn't torture folks.
Well, they told him to insert folks frequently so that he wouldn't sound so smart.
And then it just ruined him. He became addicted to that word.
Yes.
And then we've got, so then tomorrow, Bachelor in Paradise starts. Our schedule for Bachelor in Paradise
is not good.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to do it this first week. It's my fault. I'm the worst.
No, it's their fault for like sandwiching 80 hours of content into like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. And also, there's no one we want to see there.
No,
it's gonna be terrible. I feel like that show's getting worse.
Yes.
Yeah. That first season, the first couple seasons were great. But now it's just kind of crappy.
Well, and I feel like Marilyn, who is the dude that won? Garrett won.
Garrett.
We all knew he would win. He got the first impression rose. The last 3 Bachelorettes.
I won. I can't believe I won.
Oh, what was I saying? All right, more popular contestants now don't need or want to go on the show. And they're just like so overexposed on the internet already after they're on the show that it's like, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Okay. So
who gives a shit? If there's not a hand job in an infinity pool, I don't want any part of it.
God, it was so great.
That was so
great. Such a great moment. If you really want a good deep dive, go back to that episode where we talk about Joe Bailey and Samantha in the pool. It's like our second season. Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
So we had a live studio audience tonight. I have a friend of a friend who was there.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know this friend of a friend, but my friend said her friend is there.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. I say this every time, and I mean it every time. I need to be in the studio audience.
Shocked. Disgusted. Disapproving.
Yeah.
Happy.
Gassy. Or just look like Garrett.
I had the worst stomach cramps the other day. I don't know what I ate. It was not good.
Yeah, it's not a fun area to cramp up.
No.
So,
like those farts that feel just like so amazing because you're that gassy. It's like
Oh, that's a good one, yeah. Can't say I have many of those, but sure. So, Papa Bear said this was going to be the most emotional finale ever, which is pretty shocking compared to Ari's finale.
We're like, wow, that's a lot of hype.
Yeah.
A lot of hype, Papa Bear.
So, we were in the Maldives.
It was beautiful there.
It looks great.
Over the water huts are one of my life goals.
Yeah, they look fun. But then I'm like, when the tide rises, I don't know. I just feel like
I'm pretty sure they thought about the tide.
I know I'm going to go to the one resort where they didn't.
Where they didn't account for the tides. It'll be like opening weekend.
And it'll be discounted. And you'll be like, oh, by the way, don't put anything on the floor.
Oh, fuck. Forgot about tides. Stupid moon.
So they're in the Maldives, and her family was there. Her sister's hair. Oof. Stuck her finger in the electrical socket.
It was very Monica in the Bahamas.
The humidity, yeah.
Yep.
So first they met Garrett, dumb fuck Garrett, and his mom said, "Is this person different from Ari? Is this a different relationship?" Mm-hmm. Remember, because apparently Becca, it's shocking to believe she was in love with Ari. That makes no sense.
Yeah. Jill, I'm on the West Coast. The show hasn't started yet, but spoiling it by watching you first. You're not.
Yeah, you're not missing.
Nothing well, actually, no.
Well, it's not surprising, but Blake was pretty good by the end.
He was very.
So
not okay.
The mom, she sees Garrett. She's like, "Is this different from Ari?" And in the back of her mind, she's like, "Becca, you gotta aim a little bit higher." First, you choose the only bachelor that they couldn't shoot him shirtless.
Oh my god, when he walked into the fucking Maldives, he was wearing the world's largest t-shirt.
Oh yeah, Garrett, yeah.
It was huge, and it was a really weird blue.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to dress himself.
That's a bad choice.
I feel like he's got a lot of shirts that have race cars on them.
I think he has a race car bed.
Yeah, I can see that, which would be fucking awesome. I can't imagine. Actually, that'd be pretty dope to bring a girl home.
And be like, "This is my race car bed.
This is my race car bed. Vroom, vroom. Can you drive a stick?" That's a good one. I'm talking about my penis. Yeah. Hey, mom. So then
she knows you have one.
Garrett, she does. Garrett then told somebody about the story about his ex. Still so unclear. Still have no idea. Where is his ex?
I need an interview with her pronto.
I don't think she exists.
Oh, it was all a dream.
Yeah. And then that was spooky.
Yeah, it was supposed to be.
Yeah, it was very spooky.
It's on purpose.
Because, how this person has not had an interview yet. And you just know that. So maybe, she's a very bad person.
Maybe.
Maybe she knows that she
knows that she'll just come off even worse.
Guess I don't know. Yawning.
I know, and it's making me yawn, and I don't appreciate it.
Oh, man, it's late. And then Garrett started crying. And he cried again and again.
He blubbered.
He blubbed?
Blub?
Yeah. I feel like that's a go-to emotional. I feel like Garrett cries multiple times a week because he has a very limited vocabulary. Mm-hmm. So when he runs out of words, he just cries his way through a lot of situations.
Yep, Lucy's a similar way.
Applying for a loan. Garrett cries. I don't know.
I don't have the words.
Getting divorced. He just cried. So then we have Blake. He walked in to meet her family. Apparently he was on coke when he did this. He
just kept repeating himself.
I'm so excited to be in her family. I'm so excited.
It's like I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I'm excited.
It's good nervous. It's good nervous. I have to go to the bathroom.
Real quick.
Okay. Cool.
No reason. Not doing cocaine.
So, he was saying that he is really attracted to Becca because she's strong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He likes strong women, and Becca's the strongest woman he has ever met.
Yeah. do you really know her that well?
No.
What about your mom? Like, shouldn't your mom be a strong woman in your life? She did have the cojones to very publicly cheat on your father with the football coach.
Some brass balls.
Take some cojones. Yeah. Oh, man. So then we found out that Becca said forever she thought it was going to be Blake. Mm-hmm. And as soon as she spoke in the past tense there, you knew it was over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there was definitely a point where that stopped.
Yeah. Then everyone kept bringing up Garrett with Blake.
And, like, because they met him first.
Yeah.
But, like...
Like, they were asking him, like...
Yeah, mad.
Well, and he was very upset. Everyone stop bringing up Garrett. He, like, did that during an ITM.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense. He has some issues. Remember, like, something that went overlooked once again is that he was going through his ex-girlfriend's phone.
Blake?
When she was in the bathroom. Yeah, that's what happened with his ex.
That was him? God, it seems like so long ago.
Yes, he's a psycho. He's psychotic. He's a clinger.
Okay.
He should not be in a relationship.
Here's the thing. It could be psychotic and clingy, but, like, I have, like, the previews on my phone. And so if, like, my phone goes off and it's next to Jeff, sometimes he'll pick it up. I'll pick up his phone.
Okay.
Granted, we've been together for
right.
13 years.
Right.
Almost 14.
Right, yeah.
No, 13.
I don't think Blake should be in a relationship. That's my summary of what's going on there. So, then I wrote down... They went to commercial break and I wrote down Asians, ? Because they pulled out a couple people.
Yeah.
No idea what
who
was
are these people?
We thought they were from a Bachelor spinoff.
I thought maybe it's like Bachelor North Korea.
Yeah.
Or South Korea.
Yeah.
Not North Korea. That would be
That
a
would be
great show.
The show, because it'd just be Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to watch that now.
Yeah. What do you think the Bachelorette
Well,
is
he
like?
obviously executes them.
Yeah, right, yeah. There's no...
Instead
not
of
like
sending
you get
them
sent
home.
home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or in Paradise is a hard labor camp. Oh Lord.
Anywho,
We're all
it was
good.
people from this movie Crazy Rich Asians, which looks great.
So then...
Basically a rom-com, but it's just all Asian people.
Then I wrote... So Becca keeps saying how it's pretty neck and neck. This is when I wrote down a fantasy suite tiebreaker. Mm-hmm. So, like... I think...
This penis? Or this penis?
But not even penises, but yes. Motion of the ocean as well.
And we're talking about, like, off-camera chemistry.
Yes, right. Like, I think that I wish they'd reference it more.
Mm-hmm. They might, and they might just cut it out.
Yeah, but everything else about the show is, like, kind of open. Mm-hmm. Not in the air now.
Except for what happens off-camera.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they don't really talk about at all.
Yeah. Yeah, but sometimes I feel like there are really decisive conversations that happen off camera that I'd like to either A, be on camera, so ABC just sneaks some cameras in there. That way we could also get like a nice little sex tape scandal too. Or, like, I think that they should be allowed to bring it up. Mm-hmm. So just something to think about. I know that, like, you want to give them some alone time, and it is alone.
ABC, I know you wanted our notes.
Yeah, so these are...
Here they are.
We're critiquing. Let's see. So, yeah. So then Garrett had his one-on-one. They went on a boat. This was just... Garrett's idiocy defined. They're on the boat, and they're having a conversation about her family, and he's talking to her. Look at me. He says, okay. Yeah, so I thought it was really important. Oh, look, dolphins. And then they just went over and watched the dolphins. Just left that conversation completely hanging. Never returned to it. No need. No need to discuss these things when maybe you're about to get engaged.
I was kind of like that in Disney World.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's Disney World. Also, like...
And we were already married.
Yeah, so. Right. It's completely different.
There was nothing to discuss.
Yeah, right. It's really...
It was just Mickey.
Yeah. Oh, Mickey. Yeah, it's... I tweeted out that you know who else was on a boat and saw dolphins. It was the people in Titanic, but at least we cared about that couple.
We did.
Yeah. And also the one guy died.
He did.
He did, yeah. Spoiler alert.
On that fucking door,
Yeah.
there was definitely room for both of them.
For sure. Yeah.
They could have taken turns. Mm-hmm. Like, there were so many solutions
Well, you know what?
to this door.
But if you defile somebody's car, you get what's coming to you. Have you ever seen the alternate ending?
No.
Oh. You should see the original ending to Titanic.
What is it?
It's
who
terrible.
does she see at the top of the stairs?
She, like, throws off...
Billy Zane?
Yeah. But she, like, throws, like, the necklace off the boat. And, like, this guy's like, that really sucks, lady. It's terrible. Maryland is pretty boring. It was a boring season. If you watched us this season, God bless you. You deserve a medal.
Just once in a while, you get these gems where I talk about farts, and it's all worth it.
So then they were on this boat, and they go to the equator. And Garrett's like, I feel like I'm on top of the world. I don't know if it's because we're at the equator or not. Like, Garrett, the equator is the middle of the world.
It's the middle.
It's
the
middle.
By definition, the middle.
At no point is it on top. Never.
I mean, like, you could argue that there is no up or down in space. But but that's a stretch.
It's just... Then we're getting into this whole thing. What if Garrett at that moment said, what is the universe expanding into?
Right? Like, what's beyond the universe?
Yeah. But that's not what it is.
Is it just a void?
It's like if you had a piece of taffy
Okay.
and you're pulling it apart, it's expanding, but it's not expanding into anything. It's just growing. Like, apparently
So is there anything outside the universe?
I don't know, Jenny.
Well, that's
Garrett.
my question, Tommy.
Yeah, we should ask Garrett. I don't think so.
I need to know.
I don't think there is.
Is it just void?
I think it's just growing and at an increasing
But
velocity.
Into what?
We don't know.
I need to know.
I don't know. Well,
I don't need to know.
Then they went to a night portion. I've Googled it before, and I got like one sentence in, and I saw some equation, and I was like, oh,
It's like, no, don't give me math.
just a yes or no.
Is it
What
a
is-
void? Is it
yeah.
a Panda Express? What's out there?
Panda Express would be impressive. But you know, that orange chicken is unworldly. So then they get to the night portion, and once again, you know, Garrett's gonna win because they start talking about snoring. She's like, I don't know if I can deal with your snoring. He's like, oh my gosh, I snore? What? God, I hate him so much. I don't know if I've ever disliked a winner of a season as much as him. I really did not like Josh Murray from Andy's season because Andy
we didn't
belonged
like
with him.
Jordan Rogers.
No, but Jordan, I mean, he was at least a good-looking guy.
Was he?
Yeah. He is in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His hair, though.
Yeah. It's a major douche.
Marilyn says we're in a multiverse. Is one of the other universes a Panda Express?
It's just one big one. Can't use the bathroom unless you're a paying customer. So, yeah. Guys, I'm sorry. This is just a terrible, terrible show. So they do that. Blake gets a one-on-one, and it was a day full of activities. They rode some bikes.
Yeah.
They went swimming. I hope they had some snacks.
Some almonds or something?
Yeah.
Something with a little protein.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking plenty of water. They're out in the sun.
Yeah.
Slap on that SPF 50.
Yeah. I mean, they're both pretty tan, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got a good base.
Mm-hmm.
I like don't even want to do the play-by-play anymore.
You don't want to?
I like do, but I also don't.
You can do the play-by-play.
Huh?
Of the episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
No, I'm saying I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you wanted to lead.
No.
We're almost there.
That's way too much work.
So then they get to the night portion.
Nice.
Blake is once again doomed because he has a scrapbook. Another scrapbook.
Losers always make scrapbooks.
Yeah. Nick made a... are we ready to suggest that maybe Ari and his chick came out on top? That's such a subjective...
On top of what?
Yeah. Nobody won in this. That's what it is.
There were no winners.
Yeah. So Nick Vial. Was it Andy's season that he made her a fairy tale? That might have been the Fantasy Suite, though.
I don't know.
Yeah, and then Jason made a scrapbook.
Okay. Yep.
Artie had a book of letters he had written to Emily Maynard on his season that he gave Emily, and then Emily gave back.
That's awkward.
Yeah. So this is there. Then Neil Lane showed up. Neil Lane is just a weird-looking guy.
And he is a hawker of gaudy ass rings.
Yeah. Just terrible. Then Papa Bear says, we're going to see someone we've never seen before. And sure enough, Blake.
Someone with actual feelings.
I was shocked. Blake really took this hard.
Like, he was really upset.
Yeah. So Blake, he shows up for the final rose. First of all, if you're too early...
You should know.
Yeah, you should know. And it's probably like 6
I feel like Chris Harrison should give him a wink or something.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like,
be like, hey, buddy.
Just when he shakes hand, he does this guy where you're like, yeah. Yeah, you're just like that. We just did this.
Or you tickle the inside of their palm like you're 12.
Yeah. So, he gets too early. First of all, she should not have let him get to this point.
I know. Tommy's like, do you think she's going to let him get to the rose ceremony? And I'm like, yeah, because she was crying in her dress in the previews.
Yeah. This poor guy is getting his heart ripped out on national television, which it was phenomenal, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah, it was great. But, like, he gets there and he's talking. Well, he walks up. I'm like, how long do you think she's going to let him talk? And, like, she lets him say, like, everything but, will you marry me?
And he's sweating the whole time. It's
Yes.
so warm.
Because he's super nervous.
Yeah.
It's 1,000,000 degrees out. Bro's in a dark suit. Sun beating down.
He was really sweaty.
None of it's good. It was, like, dripping off his nose.
Oh, but, like, as soon as he got dumped, I wanted him to just take his clothes off.
Rip it off. She's like, I walk you out. And then they were like, under those trees. I was like, finally, some shade. Some shade for Blake.
He just wanted to cool down. He
got
wasn't
one.
actually crying. He was crying to cool himself down even more.
I feel like the towel was initially for his sweat.
Yeah, for sure.
And it ended up being for his tears.
So he gives a speech. And then she says, I always thought we had a strong connection.
Yeah. Well, first she says, like, I need a minute. Or, like, give me a sec.
Never a good sign. Never.
I was really hoping that maybe she was going to change her mind.
That would have been so good if she pulled an RA. What would happen if she did? And, like, he was there first. Would what's his name? Blake have to wait?
Yeah.
Like, when Garrett shows up, is, like, Blake just standing there, like...
And she was like, again, when she was in the woods and was like, I can't breathe. I'm like, just go back. Just be like, Blake, wait.
Don't leave. So she let him go on. Took a moment. Mm-hmm. Comes back and she says, our connection was so strong. It was too strong.
She's like, we were so constant that I couldn't see everything clearly or something.
Makes no sense. At all.
Stop it.
I'm sorry.
I gave you ice cream.
I know.
The sugar was supposed to wake you up.
I know. So it just didn't make any sense. And then she said goodbye. And then he kind of took it a little rough. It was an ugly cry.
Yeah, he was.
Oh my god, it was amazing. He had to just cover up his face and it's like the dry heaving where he thinks he's gonna throw up.
Shaking, crying.
Yeah, and so sweaty at the same time.
So sweaty.
He's crying, and then the best part was he's like, and she's gonna be so happy when
Garrett proposes. Oh my god, it was so depressing. It was a train wreck you could not look away from.
He had to be so happy when all that Garrett Instagram stuff came out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. He had to be the happiest man on earth.
Like, haha, suck on that.
Yeah. Like, ooh.
I read a thing that was like, after that happened, the finale was completely spoiled because of Becca's statement about it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, her response to it was, like, definitely the response of someone who, this is the person I've just chosen to spend the rest of my life with.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. Hey, it's a terrible season anyway. But God. So then
Marilyn, go watch Blake being rejected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nothing was
yeah.
as dramatic as the zoom in.
The Rachel Peter breakup.
Oh.
That was definitely the most dramatic thing I've ever seen on this show. And I am including the Ari breaking up.
Oh, yeah.
With Becca.
Yeah, no.
Because that was painful to watch because it was so, like, staged and manipulated. Mm-hmm. Whereas the Rachel Peter breakup was, like, raw as fuck.
And I'll be quite honest. Were you ever really that invested in Becca?
No.
No.
I was much more invested in Rachel.
God bless Becca. Seems like a great girl. But when she got dumped by Ari, I didn't give it 2 seconds thought.
No.
She is the luckiest person ever.
She would not have been the Bachelorette if she hadn't gotten dumped.
Well, they had an actual Bachelor for Ari's season. She wouldn't have made it far at all.
No, probably not.
No.
Although you were pretty high on her, like, early, middle in the season.
You know, that's great. But, like, that's...
and it was because of her highlights, and it was because of her...
Because they knew she won.
Her fall colors.
Yeah. And
she looked so pretty and normal.
She got a great edit because she's the winner. Yeah. Like, I don't know, she really lucked out. She lucked out that he was the Bachelor and, like, wanted a safe pick. Mm-hmm. So he chose her. She clearly, I don't think, was ever really in love with him. Then she really lucked out that he was in love with somebody else. And then... Wait, what? Did Garrett actually say, let's do the van thing? Oh, my God.
Van thing.
No, he didn't.
I'm sure he did.
Oh, God, what a terrible human.
You did talk about the van.
Down by the river?
No, the minivan.
Oh, God.
Filled with orange slices and diapers.
Yeah.
Which I would think was sweet if I didn't hate him so much.
He's going to be a terrible father. Like, this is something she said when, like, she was with Blake on after the Final Rose portion or whatever. Mm-hmm. She was, like, talking about how if an emergency popped up and a kid was sick or somebody died.
Yeah, that was a weird thing she said. Like, what do we do if one of the kids are sick? Like, saying it as a negative of, like, why she didn't want to be with Blake. It's like...
What do you think Garrett would do?
Yeah.
Garrett, I would be afraid to leave a child alone with. I feel like he'd kill the kid in 15 minutes. It's not hard to do.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, how's Blake gonna mishandle taking the kid to the doctor?
Yeah. That was a really random reason that I didn't get.
Yeah.
And, like, I think she gave a lot of credence to the fact that Garrett had been married before. I don't think isn't Garrett's past relationship such a red flag?
Yes.
I just can't get over this one. Mm-hmm. He was married for 2 months.
Yeah. And it's like, you jumped into that relationship just, like, ignoring, supposedly, according to his story, ignoring so many warning signs and still just, like, plowing straight into it. And it's like, I would not trust him. And
then it had to be so untenable at home that it could only last 2 months. Mm-hmm. Like, it had to be
something really bad had to have happened.
Toxic, environment for it to only last 2 months. Something really, really bad.
For it not to have been enough to be like, we probably shouldn't get married.
Yeah. I
yeah.
He's such
I lost my train of thought. I was reading comments.
He's such an idiot, though. Like, so Becca with Blake, like, on the couch, she says that. And then she was, like, so nonchalant the whole time, as you pointed out.
Oh, yeah. So when she came out with Blake on the couch, she was just, like, talking about it so analytically. and so, like, separate from the situation. Like, she was watching it.
Yeah.
Like, we talk about it.
Yeah. And, like, I've had an ex do that before during a breakup.
Can't imagine it feels great.
Very. It's like, oh, you don't care at all.
Because, like, Blake was still very raw and upset about it. And, like, I just want her to know that I'm not angry.
Blake had a nice audition for The Bachelor, though.
Yeah. Oh, are they going to announce?
That'll be in, like, September.
Okay.
Yeah. They probably forced her to dump him at the end instead of early. I don't think so. I think a breakup's going to be a breakup. They don't really need the content of him being in the suit.
Yeah.
They need The Bachelor to let her get to the rose ceremony so that she can get in the dress. Because, like, it's styled, and, like, I think they borrow those dresses.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so then...
And I think that's less awkward because the dude is expected to propose.
Right.
So, like, even though, like, the woman is, like, telling him how she feels, she's not, like... She doesn't have a ring in her pocket. She isn't about to, like, do that shit.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So I feel like that's slightly less mean.
Like, it was so awkward when Nick, on Caitlin's season... Because remember, Nick...
She let him get even farther than Becca did.
Yeah, he was about to get on the knee.
He was like... Oh.
Yeah, he's like, you don't want me to do that? It was very... Yeah, a lot of the Bachelorette stumped the guy early. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Is like, Rachel did.
Yeah.
Who was before Rachel? JoJo. But I don't think she did. But Robbie didn't deserve any better.
God, I forgot that Robbie was runner-up. Oh, sweet fucking Jesus.
Caitlin didn't, but Andy did. I'm trying to think who it was before. Emily did. I don't know what Catherine did. So yeah. Then we saw Garrett's proposal, and they were happy. So whatever. They're not gonna make it. They're just too different. Really, like, I mean, I think that his Instagram likes, as silly as they are,
represent a worldview.
Yeah.
That is very different from her. Like, she had an Instagram photo, like, flipping off a Trump sign.
Yeah, right. It's just very silly. How was the proposal? He stammered through it. He stressed syllables strangely. He did his typical thing. Like, when she was like, I love you, I thought he was gonna forget to propose.
Yes.
Let's go grab a burger.
Let's go, I'm starving.
Yeah.
Let's get out of this heat.
Yeah. Like, and then they're, oh man. And after the rose, she kept talking about how she knows his real heart. I don't think so.
You still haven't spent any, like...
actual time together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's pretty... So they're doomed. You know what's not doomed is Bachelor in Paradise. It is doomed.
It is doomed.
No reading from the perfect letter tonight, guys. I'm sorry. I just couldn't muster it up.
And we're pretty much out of steam.
Yeah.
And by steam, I mean sex scenes.
Yeah. We'll probably...
Stop it.
do one more. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about this. And, you know, people are going to give us a thumbs down because of that. There was...
If you yawn off camera, it doesn't count.
There was an article today about best Bachelor podcasts you need to listen to.
I sent it to Tommy. I was
not featured.
Shocked and outraged that we were not featured.
Shocker.
And then we were actually, like, legitimately mad because they just named, like, all the big podcasts. Like, The Ringer and AfterBuzz and the HuffPo one. Like, come on. Let's do lesser known podcasts that you should be listening to.
Like, the HuffPost one. I don't know if you've ever listened to those two girls.
I haven't.
Oh my god, they're the worst. Like, if a guy holds a door open for a woman on the show, they're like, what is this, the 1950s? And they've got terrible vocal fry.
Oh, God.
Yeah, make friends. I mean, we shouldn't rip other podcasts. Oh, fuck it. I'll tell you who else I don't like. Their voices are awful, Marilyn. Thank you.
While we're ripping podcasts,
Okay.
the Gilmore Guys.
Don't know them.
So they got really famous because they're in LA, one, and they started doing a Gilmore Girls podcast, two dudes, like right before it was announced that they were getting more episodes on Netflix.
Okay.
So like the timing lined up really well. And like somebody, you know, featured them on podcasts you should be listening to. I listened to it because I love the Gilmore Girls. And I couldn't listen. It was like an hour and 45 minutes long about one episode of the show. It's like they needed to fucking edit. And I hated it. And it made me angry because then they kept getting like all these live shows with like stars from the show on and like doing shit with famous people at the Improv. And I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah. There's a lot.
They got a cameo in the Netflix revival. They were sitting at the Dragonfly Inn.
Oh, God, that should have been you.
I know. Really, I'm just jealous.
Let's just keep talking about podcasts we don't like. E&G. Fuck those. I cannot stand them.
My favorite is when Tommy sends me, like, podcasts that we're better than, just angrily.
There's only one that
angry that we're not famous yet.
Yeah, Reality Steve has got a good one. He's got good guests, and like he has a different viewpoint. Mm-hmm. I really like Juliet Littman. She has a good one as well. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think. Like I think I've listened to Rosebuds once. It's fine. Rosecast. E&G is the worst. They just suck up to contestants, and that's how they get them on the show. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think. Who else? I mean, there's
Who else
one.
Do we hate?
There's one that I really dislike that I will not even give the satisfaction of naming.
Is it the one we're usually talking about, or is it the different one?
Yeah, that one. I really dislike them. They don't even deserve it. In general, my favorite murder, which I used to like,
What's wrong?
It's terrible. They're so full of themselves now. The one girl loves to hear herself talk. Oh, that's how she laughs. I just want to hear. I love murder. So I love murder. Just
give me murder.
I just want to hear about the murder. Okay, Sean Lowe is on Reality Steve this Thursday. Now we're getting good. He is, and he's talking about his app, which is the dumbest fucking idea I've ever heard. Yes, it's a dating app. It's called Vouch. Vouch. Vouch.
I'm assuming like a friends of friends type situation,
sort of.
Where they vouch for them.
What happens is you have vouchers, friends and family.
Then it's not. That's not at all.
Well, you have those, and you select if you like somebody, and then your vouchers approve or disapprove of that person. So like, your vouchers are like vetting it, I guess. First of all, a lot of third-party involvement.
That's too much.
Yeah, it's just you have to be really invested in your friend's happiness, which I'm just not.
I would totally fuck with it.
Yeah, right.
Tommy, you should let Jenny find you dates. I'm running out of single girlfriends.
Yeah, I don't think she's the outlet for me.
I've only got like one left locally. And you guys wouldn't vibe. Your lifestyles don't match. She has wanderlust and is finishing up her residency.
Okay, I don't.
So she has like a crazy schedule and loves to travel. So
okay.
Yeah, I don't think you guys would vibe.
Yeah.
I love both of you individually.
That's great. I'm not even looking right now. So there we go. Because I'm gonna be having a Bachelorette next year.
Yeah, my fix-up days are over until people start getting divorced.
Yeah. Samantha Steffens was on Reality Steve last week. She was kind of,
Which one is she?
She's the one that gave Joe the hand job at the infinity pool. She was on last week, yeah. All right. That's it for this week for Take This Rose. We'll be back later with Bachelor in Paradise.
Does it start next week?
It starts tomorrow.
Are you fucking kidding me?
We might not. Let's just meet next week, Jenny.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we'll be back next week.
So is it tomorrow and next Monday and Tuesday?
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so let's just do next week.
Okay.
Yeah, so next Tuesday, which I probably can't do because I have a late client, but the week after.
Yep. Follow our presenting sponsors on Instagram.
Oh, shit, yeah, we do have sponsors.
At that trainer Tommy.
Message me if you want training help.
Like, legit.
Yeah.
And at Jenny Cake Shy.
Yep. Thanks for suffering through the season. Thanks for suffering with us. Like,
Yep.
I'll be perfectly honest.
We appreciate you guys.
We weren't that strong this year. Like, the pulling out of the perfect letter, that was a desperate move.
Yes.
Yeah.
To make something entertaining.
Yeah. And you did God's work for us. Thank you.
Oh, Carrie B, picks for Bachelor. That's a good question.
Oh, probably Jason or Blake.
Yeah. Blake needs to get over it real quick, though, because he is still crushed.
I mean, the last 2 seasons, they've gone with somebody that wasn't on the previous season. Mm-hmm. I feel like that means they're going to go back because those seasons have not been well regarded.
Peter.
Oh, Peter would be good.
Peter.
Tommy for Bachelor, let's get it going. We're not even a top podcast, though, so it doesn't matter.
It's true.
All right.
We're just one mention on Refinery 29 away.
From me being the Bachelor.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. All right, thanks so much for watching / listening. We'll talk to you later.
Bye, guys.